So welcome. As we've all seen with the announcements at WWDC, an ACME server is going to become the way of life. And so with that in mind, we're going to go through and set up one with SmallStep, just to kind of show you kind of what it's like if you do want to do this for yourself as the beta comes out and things like that. So I'm logged into SmallStep. I'm going to click Add an Authority. I'm going to name it Synterex. I don't care what it's really named here. I'm going to hit Create. See here, I got my CA URL, my fingerprint. Those will be needed for later on. You can see here, it does even make some of these things easier for you to get used to the commands. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the next part. So the next piece is that you're going to install Step. So I got my Linux server here, my Ubuntu. And so, okay, so Step's been installed. Let's see if it's actually there. That it is, so that is good news, and now we can move on to our next step. Haha. So your next step here is you're now going to configure the CA. So we're going to type step CA bootstrap CA URL. Now if we go back to our authority info, you're going to grab the CA URL right there. Whoops, we'll fix that. So anyway, fingerprint. Just the last piece, and then that CA should be configured. You can see it says root certificate, authority has been saved. So now the next step will be getting on with the next portion to turn this to an ACME server. Okay, so now we're going to focus on getting the ACME portion of this set up. So the thing to keep in mind is if you have a brand new Ubuntu out of the box, make sure you have your GUI set up because you're going to run into some authentication fun. So you can see here the command is step CA provisioner add ACME type ACME, and you're going to see what I'm talking about in a minute. So I'm going to put in my email address. You're going to see what happens. So now it wants me to open a local web browser. And so this is, essentially a VM. So what I had to do was install the GUI and RDP, not the GUI, but install the RDP for Ubuntu so that I can actually get in and do this. So now I'm going to hit enter so I can authenticate on this locally. So now we're logging in. Now we're going to authorize. Success. Look for the token on the command line. So let's see. So you can see here. So let's take a look at this problem. Okay, I've gotten that piece resolved. Something that's interesting to note that'll really help you is when you look at your setup, it actually gives you quick action and recommendations, things like that. And you'll see that there's a case sensitivity issue there. And as we all know, Linux is makes a big deal about case sensitivity. And that actually threw me off a little bit. But anyway, so now I have that step done. We're going to move on to the next piece.